What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we're doing a little bit different video. We're going to talk about the more expensive cards that we believe will be in Shadow Specters. Kind of a prediction video, what I think will be the more expensive cards from the set. We've done a few of these before. I think we did one for Abyss Rising, and maybe Cosmo Blazer was the other one. So I thought I'd kind of bring back this sort of video series, if you can call it that. I mean, it's like the third video in it, and we only do one when a new set's released. So yeah, I hope everyone will enjoy this video, and let's get started. First off, even though this is very painful for me to say these will be expensive cards, but I kind of figure this will be a no-brainer, and that is, of course, Lady of the Lake and Ignoble Knight of Lancelin, both being secret rare cards. So, more than likely, they're going to be pretty expensive. One, of course, being the Tuner Monster, Lady of the Lake being the Tuner, and the Ignoble Knight being a synchro card. They go together as well. So, if you're going to use one, you're going to need the other, basically. And you're going to need more than one of each. I mean, I don't know how many of each is probably the best just yet, because I'm still testing, but you're going to need more than one of each. Let's just say that for now. I mean, that's for sure. And both them being secret rares, I think they're already pre-ordering right now for about $100 each. I've seen that on eBay, but I'm thinking after, because when sneak preview, you know, that being tomorrow, things will be a little bit higher, but it's always after sneak preview when the set is actually released, they drop down even further. So I'm going to predict that after sneak preview, I could see these being maybe 50, 60 each, but that's going to be my guess. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. I want to hear what you guys think too on your guesses on different cards, and especially if if there's a certain card I didn't talk about. Alright, after that we have more Noble Knight cards. I know, but they are going to be the expensive archetype, I guess, of this set. And Noble Arms Excalibur being super rare, and then the Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorias, which is an ultra rare. I don't think these are going to be as expensive. More people are after, of course, the synchro and everything, both those being secret rare, of course. That says in themselves that they are going to be harder to get and more expensive. I'm glad that at least, Noble Arms Excalibur will be super, and it's basically a rank-up magic to go with the new Exceed monster. So, kind of the same thing. You're going to need both of them. Just how you're going to need the synchro and the tuner, of course. So, yeah, I don't see these two being too expensive. I mean, maybe the Noble Arms after sync preview, I would assume, when the set's actually released, that's when I'm saying, on these prices, maybe $7, under $10 would be my best prediction. And then on the XC monster, I can see that being 20 to under 20. I really don't see it being that expensive. It could be, but usually the reason why a lot of the Noble Knight cards were expensive was because they were secret rare. Although now a lot of people are going to be testing them out because, they didn't look at the archetype, but now all of a sudden they're getting all the support. A lot of people are going to start trying to play the archetype. So that kind of is something to factor in as well. Alright, here's something else that's not Noble Knights, I know, and that is Blue Cyrus, the Celestial Wolf Lord. It's going to be an ultra rare. It's finally a synchro card, finally getting printed over here. I'm glad. I don't have the English version of it, for the picture, but trust me, it's going to be ultra rare in English. And yeah, it's a great synchro card. It has a great effect, and it's generic. So I can see this one being pretty good on that. I mean, I would say $30. That's going to be my guess on the prediction. That's I don't think it's going to be too terribly expensive, but it is a really good synchro too. So it could surprise me on that, but I'm thinking probably $30 after sneak preview. Sneak preview, everything's way overinflated. If you plan to buy the cards you need, I'll go ahead and say this, that more than likely you should probably wait till after sneak preview in certain cases. Alright, next up we have Pot of Dichotomy. I think I said that right. I even looked up a pronunciation of this dang card. I know, and I don't think anybody has really pronounced this one correctly either, so whatever. I'm trying my best here. Why did they have to name it that? Anyway, it's a secret rare. It's the new Pot of Duality, sort of. And I guess in that way of it being a secret rare, just like Pot of Duality and both being pot cards, this is, I guess, more similar to the Pot of Avarice. Of course, Japan got it, rare or common? It might have been a rare, and we get a secret rare. That just still aggravates me to no end. I can see this card being pretty expensive, though. I think right now they're already pre-ordering for like $100. I've seen them on eBay, and I'm thinking that when it comes out and everything, I'm really hoping it won't stay around that, but I can kind of see that happening. I can actually see this card being like the $100 card of the set. Just because, I think a lot of people are going to be hyped up about it, like Duality, and I could actually see that happening. Maybe if it doesn't do that, I could see maybe it being a $60 card, but I really feel like it could actually be the $100 card of the set. So we'll have to wait and see. I could be wrong on that, but that's going to be my prediction. It's because I feel like a lot of people are really hyped about this card. Although it is good. Mistake, another secret rare card that Japan got easily. We have to pay lots of money for. It's a great card to go against, a lot of different meta decks. I don't see it being as expensive as Pot of Economy, just because Pot of Economy is not really a side deck card like this one. Mistake's more for side decks and stuff too, although very good. I think a lot more people are going to be trying the other one, so I don't think it. I've seen them, yes, and believe it or not, around the same. I've actually seen one on eBay that was like $100 pre-order. Of course, people are going to name off all kinds of weird prices, so it's hard to go buy that stuff before the set's actually released anyway, because people are going to ask what they're going to ask, and who knows if they're actually going to get that price, But on this, I could see it being like a $30 to, at most, $50 card. I'm going to guess 30, actually, for this. I don't really see it being too terribly expensive, just for that reason it is more side deck, but it is a very good card. So it just kind of depends on how that all works. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I don't really have the best guess for it, but I'm going to say 30 to 50. Next up, Felgran, the Divine Dragon Knight. It's going to be the Ghost, Secret, and Ultimate. It's kind of the main card, really, even though we have a Dark Mist as the front. As a cover card. I couldn't think of what his name was for a second. It's the number monster. So yeah, this one, I wanted to talk about it. I don't think it's going to be too terribly expensive. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be really bad. The Ghost will be pretty even. I can see this being an under $20 card, though, after sneak preview. Honestly, it's kind of like Star Eater. Star Eater, I honestly thought last time would be pretty expensive. But this going on along the same lines, I see this one actually being a bit cheaper. Don't get me wrong, it's a great rank 8 monster. And it's actually probably the best rank 8 monster now that I say that, and it's just that not many decks are using rank 8 monsters, so I can see this one getting pretty cheap, which I think a lot of people are actually going to like, myself included, because I'm wanting to get a playset of these to finally do another update as everyone's been asking for on the Photon deck, and I've been really waiting for this, so hopefully they won't be too expensive. I see them being under $20, honestly. I don't think it's going to be that expensive. I think it's going to be like Star Eater did, where at the beginning everyone's really hyped and it did pretty well, and yeah, and there was more options really for Star Eater than this card, so I don't really see it being too much. Like I said, under 20 is going to be my prediction. Alright, after that we have Bujin Mikazuchi. I think I said that one right. Bujin monsters, although they really haven't done anything yet, it's mainly because they're just not complete yet. It's another one of those archetypes, kind of like Noble Knights at the beginning, where it seems like every set they get more and more support, and I think in the end they're going to be a good archetype. I'm not saying they aren't, but even though they've never done the best in the world, like won a bunch of tournaments, they still have a pretty good price, so I can see this one being another $30 card, just like Yamato was. So that's going to be my guess on it, around 30 to maybe a little cheaper. It's a great card, though. I actually am planning to test out Bujins. I think they're going to be amazing in the future. Right now, I just don't see it yet. They're just missing some stuff. They'll get the rest of it. What is it? Legacy of the Valiant, I think they're getting even more stuff. So, of course, I think the art type will be awesome. And I'm sure maybe with Legacy of the Valiant, they'll get some, like, OCG or actually World Premiere cards, I guess, really, that will make them even stronger. I feel like they'll be the art type that will get all that support, just like how Noble Knights did in this one. And, of course, more Bujin cards. Virginity, Kazusuchi, I think. I don't know. Konami, why do you have to have some of the hardest to pronounce names? You're killing me. This card, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Honestly, I think it's going to be like a under $10 card. The last one wasn't too expensive. Great artwork, though, on these dang cards. They are awesome looking, I gotta say. Those are one of the reasons why I want to use Bujin monsters, is that their Exceed monsters look so freaking awesome. And this one, same way. Even though it's ultra rare card, though, I don't see it being too expensive, honestly. I think it will be under $10. The other one, I think, is like under $5 at the moment or something. So yeah, not too bad. And when I say like what I've seen on prices, I go by like eBay prices too. And here's kind of the more surprising card that I want to add to the list, and that is Moto Dragon. Yes, a little different on the name, right? Anyway, this is going to be a super rare card. It was an OCG import, and I feel like this one will be a little bit surprising. I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking this one could be a little bit more expensive than people think. For a super rare, I think it could hit around the $20 to $30 range, which is pretty good. And it's a really good card. It works great with dragons and stuff, and I don't think many people are really expecting this one to be expensive, and I think it really will be. I'm just wondering, because it does have a lot of options to it, and it's a good card. It really is. So I'm thinking this one will be kind of one of the like dark horses of the set, really, and be actually pretty expensive. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this set. Whether it's, on price, what do you guys think of... So tell me what you guys think about this set. What cards do you think will be the more expensive cards? Tell me if you agree or disagree with my predictions. If so, tell me what you predict on some of these cards. I think this is kind of a fun video series just because, you know, you can get to kind of guess stuff, kind of like on the ban list time when you get to predict stuff, and it's kind of fun to see if you're right or not, or I think it's kind of fun on that. And even if you don't care about any of these cards I talk about, you don't care about the expensive ones, tell me what cards you're most excited about out of Shadow Specters. I still want to hear what you guys want on that. For me, it's Noble Knights. I mean, I feel like it's no brainer. You guys probably know that already, but I want the number monsters and I want all the Noble Knights, and it's going to be fun to try to get those Noble Knights. The reason, too, I know some people might be disappointed I didn't say anything about Ghost Tricks on this list. I don't think they're going to be expensive, which is good. It's a good art type. It looks like they're going to be a lot of fun. I'll probably build them as well. And, like, I think it's Alucard and, like, one of the other ones, I forgot its name, but I think it only has like 2 holographics in the whole art type. So it's going to be pretty cheap to build them. So I'm sure everyone that wants to build Ghost Tricks is going to be pretty happy about that. You guys got lucky as this Noble Knight guys kind of got kicked between the legs. As always though, thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe, and I'll have all the cards talked about in the description. Alright, later guys.